favor of a binding referendum tonight, I want you to know I'm not going to give up. I'll be the first person out there with a petition taking signatures. That's all I have to say on the matter right now.
Thank you. Joe.
I thank everybody for coming tonight and giving us your input as to the DSP. And like I said, there's going to be plenty more time for input on that DSP. And it is my hope that we will have a document eventually that will guide development in our downtown, that will meet the state mandates, and will allow us to have a downtown that we can be proud of and that continues the values that we hold dear to our hearts. The question before us tonight is not the DSP, but is this resolution that's been presented. I am for a citywide vote. I ran on that platform. I believe that people ought to have a vote on this important plan. I'm not sure that this resolution tonight is the right resolution. There's a lot of questions still unanswered, namely the fact that we haven't gone through the process. We don't know when that process is going to end. When that process ends is important. I think it's important because when it ends, we may be eligible for consolidated. We may be eligible for, or we have to do a standalone. Or we may want to look at other ways that we can actually take the pulse of the people to decide whether or not they're in favor of this plan. But again, I'm in favor of the process, which is going to result in a plan that we can all embrace. But I think that at this point, to support a resolution that basically says bring back a resolution down the line, and it doesn't allow us to have a full conversation about things that are going to be relevant after the process has already gone through. Again, if we go through the process and we can't put together a document that I don't think embraces, that the community is going to embrace, and that's going to work, well, then why would I support something to go out to a ballot? If I can't go out there and support this plan, I'm not going to vote to spend $50,000, $60,000 of your money to put it on the ballot. If I can't support it, well, then I'm not going to vote to put it on the ballot. It's going to die right there. So I think that these questions are relevant to a conversation that we ought to have after we've gone through the process. Let's go through the process. Once we go through the process, we'll know what we have. We'll know when we're done, and whether or not it can be a consolidated, whether or not it can be a standalone. This resolution also makes me make the decision whether or not it's going to be a binding or advisory type of decision. I will honor, if it is an advisory opinion, I would always honor what the majority will of the people is. But the fact is that an advisory as opposed to a binding could be less expensive. Do I want to foreclose the argument, the debate, the discussion on whether or not this could be essentially akin to an assessment type of election? No, I don't want to foreclose that, because I think it's irresponsible to foreclose that whole debate. I want to wait until we're done with the plan, and then at that point have a full-blown discussion about what language we're going to put on the ballot. When we're going to, if it's going to be consolidated, or I mean, there's just 1,000 questions. I mean, we need to come up with language for that ballot, and when that's going to take place. So I think that this resolution should come after we've gone through the process. So, thank you.